Restoring the Male and Female Energy in the Body. May 2013. Pamela. When I channel Earth, her energy feels very calm and soothing to me. As opposed to the other energy fields I channel, I don't see them as human persons, more as universal yet unique teacher energies who envelop me from above. Earth's energy reaches me from beneath. I have a sense of being carried inside a powerful and nurturing womb, and this gives me a sense of relief and of joy and safety. In this first message, Restoring the Male and Female Energy in the Body, Earth speaks about how our human history of struggle and aggression has affected our male and female energies. She points at the emotional wounds inside our bodies. Both our male and our female energy have been injured, and it has happened in both men and women. Earth invites us to heal our wounds by descending fully into our sacred body and facing our pain with gentle diligence. Mother Earth. Dear friends, I am your mother, the Earth who carries you. I flow through you constantly, and I want to nourish and inspire you with my energy. We belong together. We do this dance together. Life in a body, male or female, is an interplay between your soul and that of the Earth. Honor your beautiful body, the body I have given to you. It is an expression of female or male energy, so feel the beauty of that. Observe it from within. Experience the powerful energies in your body. The emotions, the feelings, the passions, the desires. They are powerful energies against which you sometimes resist. However, try to feel the pure beauty of your body for a moment without wanting to control it. Feel the force field that you are as a physical being. You receive information from your body continually, and you often ignore that input because you think you know in your mind what is best for you or what is wrong for you. You often ignore your body, this gift from me. I ask you to instead turn your attention downward toward the ground under your feet, the foundation upon which you stand in this life, and to return to your sacred body, the dwelling place of your soul. Make peace with your body and no longer resist those energies that manifest there, respect them. Your soul is invited to dance with the energies of Earth, with the energies of being a woman, of being a man, of being together. Let us do this today. Try to let go of beliefs in terms of right or wrong, beliefs about what is to be allowed and what not. Try to let those ideas go, altogether. Let the energies speak for themselves. If you look around you in nature, you see a continual play of energies and powers, in the wind, in the water, in the temperature, in the seasons, in the weather. Everything moves constantly, but tends naturally to a certain balance and equilibrium when things are allowed to take their own course. An overbearing need to control and organize eventually leads to imbalance, to a lack of equilibrium. And this happens also with your own human nature, because you are a part of earthly nature. Let go of trying to control and manipulate everything. Look at who you are, here and now, at this time. Allow your desires to be present and to speak to you. Each of you here present longs for love. Love in relationships with others and love for yourself. Love to give and love to receive, and that is as it should be, because this desire is sincere. Even though you have this strong desire, there is a part of you which is fearful and in the dark. This part makes you afraid of love. So although one part of you yearns for, and reaches out to love, another part of you unintentionally closes you off from giving and receiving love. You are forerunners of a new time, you are pioneers. You are taking steps on new ground, in unexplored territory. You want to live from your heart and your soul, and you want to get acquainted with what love really is. Not the images of love that are portrayed through the media, but a love that is more grand and more vast. A love that allows both partners to be completely who they are. A love as nature intended it to be. This is a transitional time on Earth. More and more people desire depth in their relationships, a true meeting with the other person, and that is where your path leads you. But it is not a path that only leads to the heights. It is also a path that can lead to the depths, because on this path you encounter your own fears, the prejudices of your parents and ancestors, and the pain of generations before you. That is the choice you make once you choose for a relationship in the new era. You then choose for another way of being. You choose for an openness and sincerity that goes to the core of who you are, and therefore that choice challenges you to reveal, from the fullest extent of your soul, the part of you which still hides in the dark. Let us look today in openness and without judgment at what still is to be revealed within you. What pain, what fear lives there? What hinders you from loving yourself and another? Let us first look at the past and to how the male and female energies have developed in centuries past. We then see that the male energy has played a dominant role for centuries and that both sexes, both women and men, have suffered because of that. The male energy that was dominant in your history was very much a mental energy of wanting to direct and determine earthly nature, as well as human nature. This form of energy wants to restrain and to control, often out of a desire for power. In all layers of society, that energy has been at work. In governments, religions, and in daily life, the female energy, the emotional and the intuitive, was suppressed. The result has been that women felt inferior. The female qualities were less, or not at all, appreciated. That was the prevailing image. Women were regarded as second-class citizens, lesser human beings, and the female energy in general was regarded as suspicious. If you are aggressive, and you focus on control, power, and manipulation through mental processes, the feminine soon becomes your enemy, because the feminine is by nature more flowing, more flexible, and more connected to qualities of feeling and emotion. The feminine is the source of all inspiration. She creates the bridge to your soul. Your soul flows through your feminine energy. The masculine energy is meant to support that inspiration, and to make it possible for this inspiration to become established in the material world. That is the way it would be if the masculine and feminine worked well together, but throughout history the natural cooperation has become fractured, and men and women have become strangers who stand opposite one another. And this has not only happened outwardly between men and women, but also within the hearts of men and women. Men became alienated from their own emotional life, barred from it, and women increasingly began to feel insecure about who they are and what they can do. In both sexes, the male dominance has left wounds. I would like you to join with me in an exercise of guided visualization. Imagine that you see a man and a woman standing side by side. I would like to sketch an image here of the male and the female soul on the collective level. A very sketchy picture, thus a general image, but something that you can recognize, or to which you might identify. When you see how a man looks historically, at the pain he has suffered, then you see a man whose emotions are not allowed to flow sufficiently. Men have identified with thinking, doing, and acting, but the connection with their heart is broken or difficult to find. If you look at the figure of a man, you can see that he lives partly within a shell or an armor. This armor gives him the feeling of security on the one hand, but at the same time it restricts him, because his heart is stifled. You can see his tide of passion and love, but that current may not flow very freely through his armor. There is congestion and blockage within him. Men cannot express their feelings very well, because they have to contend with an old armor that no longer actually fits them, and you can perceive there are already cracks in the armor of this representative male. Men fight against this ancient armor, because they want to express their feelings more outwardly. But within this restriction, which is a result of the judgments of the past, it is still so that, as a man, you cannot express certain emotions from your heart and cannot truly connect with another. From the point of view of these restrictions, you will give up a certain security when you release your inhibitions, and that is dangerous and scary. Let us now look by way of this visualization at how the woman looks as a result of her long past pain and suppression. If you look at this representative female, the first thing you see is that something is missing. The woman is not entirely present, because of the suppression and the sexual violence she has experienced in the past thousands of years. Something has been shut down, especially within her belly in the lower chakras. The pain from the violence has been too heavy to process. And what people do, if traumas are too much to survive, is they flee from it in some way. They try to leave their body and are no longer sufficiently grounded and are no longer connected to their inner power, because it is too painful to be completely present in their bodies. That is what has been globally true for women. Ask yourself to now connect in your imagination to both these figures, and let us begin with the man. Imagine that you go with your awareness inside that man. Feel the pain that lives there, and also the desire in him to be able to feel again, to live from his heart. See if you also recognize within yourself some of that same restrictive armor. To what extent do you also carry that with you, this armor that seemingly gives you the certainty of control, but that also stops you from allowing your soul to radiate on earth? See if you can tell that man, and thereby also yourself, that you can put down this armor, piece by piece, releasing it more and more. You can let go of what is there in excess and no longer needed. Do that now, but do not do it by force. See what can fall away by itself. Observe what feels freer in your energy field and in your emotions, and to where the released energy can flow. Maybe there is a place in your body to where it spontaneously flows. Yet, it may be that a part of the armor remains or refuses to yield. If so, just let it be. It need not all go at once. In this way, you have now helped yourself, as well as the broader spectrum of the entire male energy here on earth, which wants to transform in this time, wants to change. Now step outside the figure of that man that you envisioned. Now bring your awareness to a point of focus, leaving the figure of this man, and look at the woman. Notice how you see the figure of the woman, the uncertainty and insecurity, the fragility and delicacy in her, the not daring to be here fully. Go there for a moment with your awareness and allow it to descend into her consciousness and into her body. You can connect with her fear and the resistance to being here fully, to descending into that fragile area of her abdomen, into her womb. I, Mother Earth, am with you when you do this, so you are safe. I will support you, so do not be afraid. Become present in the energy within that female figure. Let her know that you are there for her, that you will receive her. Tell her how beautiful she is, how welcome she is in this world on the earth. We need her intuitive gifts and the connection that she creates with the soul, with her inner knowing and the beauty that she brings to life. We need her again on earth. Imagine that some kind of ladder appears from heaven and the full and authentic feminine energy slowly descends downward, and do this for yourself as well as for the entire female energy at this time. She needs to feel welcome on earth, because she has pulled away from earth, because of the aggression and pain she has experienced. This pain is present in you all, whether you are now a woman or a man. That is why it is so difficult to allow your emotions freedom of expression and to dare to be who you are in the depths of your soul. See if you succeed in bringing the rungs of the ladder closer, but allow it the freedom to do as it will. It does not have to come down all at once. Now leave this imaginary figure of a woman and come back to yourself, into your body, into the here and now. You can visualize yourself in a triangle with these two figures, the male energy and the female energy. These are images that have to do with you, with your life as an individual, and, at the same time, these images also transcend your individual life, because they are force fields that permeate society as a whole. By recognizing the wounds of the past through these imaginary figures in this visualization, you also heal a part of yourself, and you become free of the past. You can once again become an inspired, feeling man, and a powerful, self-confident, intuitively gifted woman. In this way, you free yourself from the pain of the past, as well as add healing to the collective consciousness. Thank you for the work you want to do for this transformation process. You are the forerunners of a new time. Channeled by Pamela Cribb. English translation by Maria Bays and Frank Tayan. www.yeshua.net